I had this thought in my head, like, man, I need to see if I'm even capable of doing this anymore. So Alex Castro texted me one day, and he's like, hey, man, you can give me some boxing rounds. And I was like, yeah, dude, that'd be amazing. No, he's like 40-ish, so he's been fighting a lot longer than most guys have been alive.
Yeah.
You know, when you put it in perspective like that.
Yeah, he's like, one of the people that...
He's one of the original, one of the Guam's originals.
They, fighting in PXE.
Yeah. Hafaday, and welcome to the Cowboys and Indians podcast. My name is JJ Ambrose.
Yo, Anmol here.
All right, so let's dive right into it. I just kind of want to recap what went down over the weekend. It was Father's Day on Sunday. I took a little excursion by myself to South Korea. What did you do for Father's Day?
I was in Palau for that Yamaha training.
Were you with your dad?
No, I was by myself.
So you went on a solo trip?
I went on a solo trip, no kids, no nothing, just for work.
That's crazy. Tell me about Mr. Big Sopti.
So my dad, born and raised in India, went to school in India, moved to Guam 10th grade, skipped 2 years because, India, it's advanced, especially in mathematics. So came here, I think, like smarter than everyone. Not to demean anyone, but
no. Just demean everybody because honestly,
academics-wise,
there's been things in the news that I've read about your dad that I'm so I admire him so much. There's this worldwide pandemic going. Yeah. I'm gonna buy every possible antifungal, antibacterial soap on the market.
Yeah, it was a smart move. He made a lot of smart moves, and when it comes to math, my dad he's a walking calculator. It's crazy. Yeah, he's just so good at math. It's insane. He just goes like this. If you give him something, he's like this. He'll say it out loud. This into this into this is this. It's like, holy shit.
I feel that way when I'm doing plate math at the gym.
Oh, yeah. You actually are really good at that.
No other place, because my math doesn't carry over to anything else.
No, but your plate math is really good.
Yeah, just bro science. I'm really good at that.
But I do want to say something. My dad, unlike American schools, he did not know how to shower at FD with the other guys. He just didn't know how. He didn't know how to be naked in front of other guys. So when he first came to FD, it was like a culture shock because all these guys are bros, right? FD, right? And they're just all naked and shower together, and it's like a brotherhood. But he was just the bearded, hairiest dude and didn't want to take off his clothes.
Did he take his turban off in the shower? Is that something they do?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question.
But he wore it nonstop,
he wore it,
yeah,
correct. And you saw that picture I posted.
Yeah.
The big beard, the turban. I mean, he looked like it was crazy. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past this.
Oh, man, but he just couldn't shower with other people. I promise you, he talks about it all the time. And then his friends tease him, like, Becky,
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Do you have to comb your pubes in order to see your dick? You're so hairy.
I trim. You saw that remember that the whole shaving thing.
Yeah, but
so now I'm good. It's
so do you put Nair on your pelvis and your balls and everything?
Bro,
do you?
Of course.
You put Nair.
Yeah, dude.
That's a wild thing to do, guy.
Bro, how is that wild?
Because what if it burns?
Well, thankfully it hasn't burnt yet.
I mean, get some clippers. They make.
No. What I do is
Tell me more.
Manscape it, and then if you want it completely gone, then just narrow the rest out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's go back to Father's Day.
Yeah, Father's Day.
So your dad's.
I was alone.
Your dad's bush is in the shower with the FD boys.
He just refused to get naked, and even now, when he goes on his golf trips, and it's funny, you actually know some of these people.
Yeah. Do they wait? The boys still shower together?
No.
Oh man, FD boys, what are you guys doing?
No, so he's like,
you guys don't have to shower together. You're not getting graded.
Yeah, when you go,
you're not gonna fail gym class for not showering together. It's over.
I guess kind of like me, like, I just don't know how to be naked around another guy.
Well, my guy, I don't want to be naked around you either.
Yeah,
but you could take your shirt off during a workout. It's okay.
Oh man,
You're jacked now. You'll never be fat again.
Dude, it's funny because, yeah, I told you, right, when my dad saw my shirtless pics,
Yeah.
he was like, why the fuck do you need to take your shirt off? You're already a good runner. Who cares?
Meanwhile, the funniest thing is that you took a photo of him getting like the newspaper and he was half naked.
Yeah. In front of Mercy Heights.
I love it.
Oh, he was, he
That's
was
a different kind of swagger, though. That's like, he has I don't give a fuck money, so he does whatever he wants. Whereas you have trust fund baby money, and you're terrified of taking your shirt off. And it shows.
Oh, man, but yeah, so... Yeah, I guess that's where it comes from. Maybe I just have this phobia of like I've seen my dad's like reservations, and like I just have been that guy. So when he saw those photos, he's like, why do you need to do that? I'm like, well, sometimes it gets hot. He's like this, you've been wearing a long sleeve your whole life. Why did it all of a sudden get hot? So
wow, there's some like built-in trauma
dude,
there.
It's crazy.
We're gonna have to deep dive.
There's like
Maybe
a shirt.
We'll have
there's like a soft
psychiatrist
t-shirt
on the
thing
show.
here. Yeah.
Wow.
But anyways, back to that. So you were in Korea for Father's Day. You went on a solo trip. You, I think, last week you kind of just told me last minute you're planning on competing. I saw the weight cut.
It was extremely last minute
Yeah.
to where like I saw on ASJJF. I actually don't know the acronym. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
ASJFBBB. I don't know.
We'll
An
pull up the picture
acronym,
later.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament.
Yeah.
I saw it online and was like, oh, that's during Father's Day. That'd be the perfect little getaway because I need a break from my kids, like really, really bad. Because honestly, my mom doesn't live here on Guam, so she can't take care of them. Sorry, small dig at
Small
people.
Small.
So yeah, I mean, I wanted to compete. I'm getting older, so I'm at that point where like I get the itch to compete because I know that in 20 years it's over. I can't. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what 20 years is going to look like, but at 58, will I even want to do it anymore?
Yeah.
And will I regret it? So I signed up last minute for this Korea tournament, booked my flight, booked a shitty little hotel because I'm really, really cheap when it comes to myself. And, I flew over. I had like a little mini weight cut.
Yeah.
I lost 10 pounds between Monday and Saturday.
Yeah, that was crazy. Every time I saw you, and it was like 3 hours apart, you just looked skinnier. And
yeah, so I mean, it's really simple though. I mean, I was just cutting glycogen. It wasn't like I was losing fat all over. It was just cutting out like what body storage, like all the fiber and all that was in my muscles, all the water.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a science to a weight cut, and it was definitely not one that is like long term. It was just for short term weigh-ins. But I put it all back on already. So I mean, we're right back to being skinny fat again. Skinny fat.
But you actually did cut a lot. I know you're waiting to do your transformation release.
Oh, you mean since like to be honest, I haven't lost.
No, but you just look
like my body fat percentage has gone down drastically.
Correct. Yes.
When I'm not even going to say the number that I was, but I'm approaching single digits again, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I got back from Army boot camp, I was just so chubby.
You were more so bloated with
like
shit food.
Soft, yeah.
Bloated with shit food. You were eating a bunch of carbs and
it was crazy.
And what do you call that?
MREs.
Yeah, but wait, what's the other word? Processed food.
Oh yeah, extremely processed.
Yeah.
I saw it wasn't until after boot camp that I saw how they make our eggs, and it's literally powder that they add white, like a little bit of water to, and then they shake it around. It's the worst thing you've ever seen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm traumatized by But, I was gobbling the eggs up when I could get them because that was a good source of protein. Like, that's what we could get at the time.
Yeah. So. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Anyway, BJJ tournament was sick, dude, because, I did the weigh-ins.
Yeah. Did you have to weigh in like IBJJF where you weighed in?
It wasn't
right
immediately
before?
After. It was probably about a 20-minute difference.
Oh, IBJJF is weigh in with the
you
gi.
Weigh in and then go.
Yeah, you got to step on the mat.
Send you right out. It was a 20-minute thing. So I'm really good at the whole weight cutting and then refeeding. I had baby food like in my bag. Yeah, exactly. You're giving me that look, but baby food because it's already broken down. I don't have to chew it. Nothing.
I see.
It enters my system and I get those carbs immediately.
Yeah.
So
how'd that taste? What flavor is that?
They're fine. It was like blueberry, banana, oatmeal.
Oh,
but it was like it's baby food, so it's like mush.
Yeah.
And there's probably like 100 calories in those little packs.
Okay.
I wolfed down about 4 of those right before my first match.
Wow. Okay.
Hit a can of coffee. Like those little Japanese cans or Korean. Sorry.
Korean.
Sorry.
He was in Korea, guys.
Yeah. You guys call me white. You don't know what I am. Anyways, I smashed a little coffee real quick and then did a quick warm up, got my heart rate up, hopped on the mat, and then 2 minutes later got my hand raised.
Right
for
on,
the first
man.
match.
I saw that, and all chokes, right?
Yeah. No. It's funny because I haven't rolled in about a month and a half.
Yeah, you barely roll, which is crazy.
I don't train at martial arts anymore at all because I think it takes such a toll on my body.
Yeah.
Whereas when I do CrossFit, when I run with you, when I do the high rock stuff, like it hurts during the workout, but a couple hours we're good to go.
You're good, You're sore, but you feel okay.
Jiu-Jitsu is so random. Like I'm at the mercy of other people's movements. Mm-hmm. So when I'm twisting around on my back, like the next day, I feel like I got in a train wreck.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
The nature of martial arts is that you need a person to train with, and their movements are random. Whereas I can control what we do in CrossFit and high rock stuff.
And I know this firsthand because of our little
jiu-jitsu session we had where I tossed your ass around.
It was bad.
Yeah, that was.
But I do want to say I once competed in a jiu-jitsu tournament and I got second place in Florida.
Job. Hey, there was 2 guys in your bracket and you took second?
No, there was actually, I had to beat 2 guys.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I had to beat 2 guys. I was a white belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, I won the first match and then won the next match. So I took gold in my weight class and then I did the absolute division. Yes. And there was this massive behemoth of a Brazilian there, like huge.
Shit.
His
Jacked?
beard. Yeah. Ooh. He like my wife called me in between. She was like, so how'd you do? And I was like, well, I took gold in my division, but I'm doing the absolute next. And I got to be honest, there's this Brazilian guy that looks like me, but like 4 inches taller and at least 30 or 40 pounds heavier.
Holy
She's
shit.
like, oh, no problem. You got this. And I was, oh God, if you only knew. Anyways, I go up against him and I fucking smashed him.
Nice.
I honestly
double gold.
Not to get cocky or whatever, but I had 4 matches that day, and I won all of them.
Nice.
3 chokes and 1 straight arm lock.
Oh, nice, man.
But it was the same sequence every time. I hit a double leg, passed a half guard, and I choked 3 dudes and broken it. I didn't break his arm, but I feel like if it was a street fight, I broke his arm. You broke his arm, I took that arm home with me, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So I got the 2 golds. And the best part about it was I weighed in at 9 and I left the arena by 11.
Oh, shit.
So I had an entire day to myself. It was so cool.
Oh, that's great.
I know. I wish I could have went home, but at the same time, it was really nice to get that 36 hours away from the kids. So I walked straight to this sushi rotary place and I sat there and I put everybody in the restaurant to shame with the amount of plates that I had.
Nice. Because you had to eat up.
Yeah. I built a little mountain.
Yeah.
And then I went and I passed out, back at my hotel. Woke up, walked down the street, saw this random Korean barbecue place. Smelled delicious. Walked in. There was no menus in English. The lady looked at me and she started typing into her phone. And then she holds it up and it basically says, you need to have at least 2 people because the servings are 2 people here. Yeah. So I held up a number 2 and I pointed at myself.
Nice.
She sat me down and then she
the rest is history.
It was amazing. She took a picture of the menu on her phone and then turned it around and it was in English. And I was like, I don't know what technology you Koreans have. I don't have that one.
Nice. Korean barbecue is the best.
It's phenomenal.
It's the best. Best invention or whatever you want to call it. It would never do well here, though, because it would just be taken advantage of, I feel.
Oh, of course it would.
You'd go out for like a 6-hour smoke break and walk back in.
Yeah.
You know,
well, this one wasn't an all-you-can-eat. It was a la carte.
Nice. Oh, okay.
But it was insane, like how much meat I put away. No rice, zero rice.
Nice.
Every time I finished a salad, she tried to bring me another one, and I was like, "Please stop with the salads.
Yeah.
I'm done with the salad and the kimchi.
Yeah.
Just give me meat."
That's
and
great.
then so they had this little contraption that like cooked the meat for you, but it like spun.
Oh yeah,
it was
nice.
insane. I don't even know what they call it, but
by the way, you didn't IG any of this. How dare you?
I know. Honestly, I stayed pretty low key.
You did.
I wasn't trying to brag about my trip, you know. Like, I mean, at first I thought I was gonna feel guilty about being away.
Yeah.
But I called my wife and Juliet, and I was like, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so glad you're not here.
Oh.
It was the best. It was just so good.
Oh
I was
my
relaxed,
gosh.
you know. And like here, the thing is about competition is, you know, you're climbing the mountain with the training, and then you get to the peak. You raise your hand, you get the dub, and then you start walking down. This was probably the first time in my life where on the way down from the mountain, I just enjoyed the view.
That's good, man.
It was like I was walking into the sunset. It was so awesome.
You needed this.
I really did.
No, this was good.
Then, so after dinner, I walked straight to this acai place, conveniently named Mighty Perps.
Oh, yes, you sent me that. Yes,
I sent you it was like Mighty Perps, and I was like, did they just steal the design from Guam? And it was like the menu everything looked exactly
identical.
Like it was crazy. It was like a clone of Mighty Purple. So anyway, I got an acai bowl, and then the owner chatted with me for a minute.
Nice.
You know, I didn't go in.
How was the acai though?
Oh, amazing.
Super good.
Of course it was good. Like I feel like Koreans do, like they learn something and they do it better.
Master it.
Have you ever had fried chicken in Korea?
Oh, it's the best.
It's insane.
Korean fried chicken is the absolute best.
It's like, I think it was during Vietnam that they learned how to make fried chicken from the black guys. And then I'm not kidding. I've read this story where they learned how to make fried chicken from black people, and then they made it better.
Fried chicken is awesome. Yeah, fried chicken is amazing. Whew.
So then I came back the next day, and it was all good.
Dude, nice. Yeah, your trip looked amazing. The goal definitely was a good confidence booster and nice to bring back to Steel, you know. So.
Well, it was nice to know that I can still compete.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and also, like, I have theories about martial arts in general.
Yeah.
Like, when you get to a certain level, it's all about maintenance.
Yes, correct.
I don't drill anymore. I don't learn new moves. I'm going to keep doing my skill set over and over again until I meet somebody that just absolutely wipes the floor with me.
Yeah.
Obviously, bigger guys are going to do it, but I mean somebody my size, my skill, you know, like how many years I've been doing this.
Correct.
When I get wrecked by that guy, then maybe I'll either hang it up or maybe I'll just go looking for new knowledge.
Yeah.
But as for now, mission accomplished.
No, man. I mean, you've been training for so long. Obviously, your strength is really,
my strength is my strength.
Your strength is fucking crazy. Even my brother-in-law told me, like, when he rolled with you, when he came, he's like, dude, JJ is fucking strong. I was like, yeah, bro. Trust me. Like, I underestimated what was going to happen to me, and I felt like I got run over by a car 3 times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
It was cool too. After after the tournament, there's 2 Korean guys that I went against. They asked me to show them what I did.
The move, yeah.
And I of course did. I love sharing.
Yeah.
Like it's my skill set.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's some
secret.
There's no ninja moves that I'm doing. I don't know how to do a berimbolo to save my life, but I showed them how to do it. I showed them what I did. I still don't think they could stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
But your neck crank is really fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That one just hurts.
I mean, it's the more kids I have, the stronger I get. It's weird. Dad strength is a real thing.
Nice.
I wasn't that strong in my 20s, but as soon as I had the 2 little girls, that was it.
It's crazy. You know, when I look at pictures of you on the, you know, obviously above the mirror in the gym, you've dramatically gotten in better shape as you've gotten older.
I hate saying this out loud. It sounds cultish, but fucking CrossFit.
Yeah.
I used to make fun of it so much, but
Yeah.
the more CrossFit I do, the more jacked I get and the better shape I'm in.
Yeah.
And it makes martial arts easier.
So
You don't understand how much easier jiu-jitsu is because I'm strong and in great shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when guys start like falling apart, that's when I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I got you.
Yeah. So, man, congrats, really good job. Always going out there and competing. I mean, it's one thing that you preach, one thing you like to do, and one thing that you talk about in the gym. You know what I mean? With all the members,
Right.
It's like competition is important because we can all be great, right? Like in the gym,
we can all be good.
good, yeah.
We can all be good in
Yeah.
the gym, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I tell people it's the practice because the test will come, and your test is different than my test.
Yeah, of course.
Because and the grandma at the gym, her
Exactly.
test is different. Her test is gonna come when her grandkid tries to run out in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
That's when we'll find out if her training paid off.
Exactly. Or when
Right?
she has to take less medication because she got in better shape.
That too,
You know what I
right?
mean? Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nobody's home to help me lift the
Exactly.
rice up on the shelf.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck.
Exactly.
Chess, last night, it was the funniest thing. She hands me a pasta sauce
Yeah.
jar, and I immediately, instead of grabbing it, I reached for my phone, and I said, ask me nicely. And I recorded it.
Oh.
I wanted her to
she
ask me to open up the jar.
Oh, okay.
You know what she did?
What?
She fucking opened it.
Dude, she's strong, man.
Of course she is,
Yeah.
but see, that was her test. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
let's
You
see
can
what
do
you
it.
got.
Yeah,
Let's see if
exactly.
see if you can do it on your own.
Nice.
And she did it. Good
Right
for her.
on. Perfect. But yeah, man, so
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Korea. We're done.
yeah.
That was my 36 hours of glory. How was your business trip to Palau?
it was good, man. You know how I feel about work sometimes.
Works amazing. What are you talking about?
No, but I was a little nervous going in because I had to do a bunch of tests for the outboards and all that stuff. They released a new outboard that has a joystick control. So they just teaching us how to use it. Very, very expensive software.
Yeah.
It's autopilot. So, just learn how
The
to
boat
drive
drives
it.
essentially?
Yeah.
That's
It's insane. So I was with some guys from Japan, some guy from Australia, some of the guys from Saipan, some of the guys from Chuuk. So just all the islands came by, and just a great time with all of them. All the dealerships met. We all exchange ideas. We're on the boat. We're in the conference room. Dinner every day, and the owner of Palau and
Wait, the owner of Palau?
sorry, the owner of Yamaha and Palau.
Oh, I thought you were talking to
sorry,
the king or
No,
something. I was so excited.
He's actually the nephew of the governor. So I mean, they just
Okay,
have
so he's a
tons of
king.
they have tons of business. They own the hotel that they own the property of the hotel. They own
This
the
sounds
restaurant.
extremely familiar.
They they own the corporate office. They own the grocery store. They own this.
yeah.
So it's just like
The radio station.
Yeah, they're they're just
But they don't have the insurance locked up.
Yeah, no,
Shout
no,
out
no.
Select Care.
actually, but they do have their own LLC. They do have their own bank, their own loan. Bank. It's
God.
crazy. It's wild.
Good God.
So it's like if a customer can't afford something, we got you. So
I
it's a
got-
locked-in sale.
Don't even trip. I got you.
It's insane. It's like it works out perfectly. You don't even have to go to a different bank. It's like, hey, this is that. And the guy was telling me, it's so hard when they don't pay to repossess the item.
Yeah.
Because majority of the people in Palau are related. So it's like, fuck, I gotta take it from my cousin.
I gotta take my...
Exactly.
Oh, that hurts.
It's so he's like,
Imagine
it's
the
almost
repo
hard.
man.
Yeah.
The repo guy.
It's insane.
Oh,
like how
nobody
awkward it
likes
is,
him.
like-
he hasn't gotten a Christmas card in
Exactly.
years.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So he's just telling me it's difficult to collect sometimes because people get comfortable, right? Like, oh, it's my uncle's, it's fine. But when the repo guy comes, it's
and
awkward
it's your
because it's like
brother.
I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe my brother sent the repo guy to get my outboard or my unit that I haven't paid for in the last 6
I
months.
can't believe my brother sent my cousin to repo my
exactly. Yeah.
car. Wow.
So it's one of those situations. So and then we went to the mall.
What's the
so-
mall like? Like,
Oh,
size?
it's like a donkey.
Okay.
So it's just a department store.
Oh, department store.
Yeah, department store, but solar paneled, really modern. I took a picture of it. They had a gelato place in there that was very good, but nothing to purchase. Like there's nothing to shop for, nothing to buy. Just household items for people that
What
live
are
there.
like the exports they have there? I don't know much about Palau. I just know like the diving is sick.
Exports. I think they bring. Obviously, the guy was telling me they get their meat from the States. They get all their they get all their steak from the States. Fishes, everything is done there, and they actually have the second best cut behind Japan because of how fresh the fish is.
Okay.
Yeah, so but everything else is like Guam. It's kind of similar to Guam the way they export things, but they
the
do
reason
have.
Why I'm not knocking on the States. Meat.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we get like the last
cuts, the shittiest
sucks.
cuts. Yeah. So they get something like that, and then they have fishing nursery. So they have a fish that they're raising. Actually.
What about the cost
farms.
of living there? Is it similar to Guam or?
The groceries are a little less.
Really?
Yeah, groceries are a little less.
Nice.
I walked into a mom and pop store across my hotel. I was kind of shocked. Like, let's just say we buy $15 lotion. There it was like 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was a lot cheaper.
Yeah, so $10-11. Yeah, it's crazy. It's not a little. Actually, it's a lot cheaper. Some items. Then snacks. I mean, drinks. I think about like a Diet Pepsi.
Okay.
It was. I don't know. Probably,
you drink Diet Pepsi?
Yeah, I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, dude, Diet Pepsi's great.
Yeah, you know what I've been?
Can you give me a pack, by the way?
You know what I've been kind of addicted to lately is Gatorade Zero.
Oh, it's the best.
It tastes so good. I know that there's
Dude, you used to make fun of me for drinking that shit.
Well, I make fun of you for everything.
Literally, I used to drink... Everything I used to drink was 0 cal, 0 sugar. And he's like this. What the fuck is that? You're just drinking... you're just drinking
you make me
flavored,
sound so angry.
Flavored water. He used to tell me that shit every day when I was drinking that...
flavored water.
So he would tell me that. And now he likes it.
So here's the thing.
Just making that clear.
You are an endurance athlete. You need the calories. That's what I was saying.
He's like, no.
Me, I'm the opposite. I am not. I'm a strength power athlete.
Yeah.
I do not need the calories. Yeah. My fat ass needs less calories.
Oh, you're right. I get it. But dude, I mean,
whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you touch your abs every 5 minutes just to see if they're still there. Don't get me started on body dysmorphia, guy.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, man. I swam with sharks.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, it's cool. There was some black tips in the ocean. You know what I mean? Obviously, they say they don't bite, but it's a little intimidating. You just don't know. But dude, these things are coming up to the boat.
Not all spiders are venomous or whatever. It doesn't mean I want to pick one up.
Exactly. So it was kind of scary, but pretty cool. I just jumped in right next to them, and then the scariest thing was not even seeing them from the boat.
Oh.
It's when you jump in and you're not
and
wearing
they're all
goggles.
there.
They're all there, and it's just you see their what do you call that? Their silhouettes in like all deep blue. There's nothing but just there's sharks like all around you.
I'm not doing it.
And you just see your silhouettes. And now there's a video of me. I pop up and I'm like, "Is it near me? Is it near me?" And I'm trying to jump back on the boat, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't jump in the water.
Oh, I jumped in. There was like maybe 5 or 6 sharks around me.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dude. How big are they? Size of you?
Probably size length of the bed. Yeah, bro. Bro, the littlest one, probably the size of this table. I'm not even kidding. Littlest one, probably the size of this table. Biggest one, probably the size of this bed. And they're literally just all around you. And every time they hear the boat engines turn on, they think it's food. So they come closer. Then they shut the engine off.
Oh my
God. But there's people all around them. And I was in one area where I was alone. So when I jumped in and it was just deep blue and just a silhouette. And I was like, fuck.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
Crazy.
There's no chance I'm jumping in the water with the shark.
Oh, man.
You're so brave.
I know. I was kind of shocked. I was like, dude, I can't believe this. But, for the gram.
But, yeah, I get I mean, for the gram, you'll do some shit.
Yeah, for the gram, I'll do some shit.
I have the weird fear. You've probably seen it where there's an irrational fear of even in the pool, there's a great white shark.
Oh,
have you ever seen that?
Yeah. You just feel.
You touch water. Yeah.
It's natural.
And, have you ever seen those pictures where people are in like, they're in the water and they're in like the inner tubes and they're watching like the big blow up screen and it's Jaws. Could you do that?
Wait, say that again?
So, okay, you're in the water.
Yeah.
and you have an inner tube. You're swimming around.
Yeah.
And people are like a drive-in movie, except you're in the water.
Oh.
And it's Jaws.
Oh, like on the screen.
Yeah.
Dude, no way. Fuck
No way,
that.
right?
Fuck
Terrifying.
that. No, because that's just like.
I couldn't do it in the pool.
Because the movies are the things that fuck up your imagination.
Of course.
So then when you see it, you
Of
just.
course.
No, hell no.
It's like when I don't watch scary movies anymore.
Yeah.
I know my limitations.
Yeah.
Because when I watch a scary movie, I identify as a 12-year-old girl.
Oh.
That's just the way it is. I don't know what it is. I'm weak.
Like,
I'm a coward.
Scariest movie you watched?
All of them.
Oh, really?
Okay, but I will say I watched The Ring when I was in high school, senior
Fucking
year.
scary.
I remember, like, when I felt like I made it through because they got out of the well. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They get out of the well, and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay, fuck.
They're good.
It's almost over.
Yeah.
When that bitch crawled out of the TV,
It's
I
over.
gripped my seat, like the handles, and I remember hearing the wood buckle because I was pushing so hard into it. I was basically doing like a leg press into the seat.
Oh,
I'm surprised
shit.
I didn't break that fucking
That's
thing.
crazy. That was the worst scene ever.
Ever.
It will never go away. There's not a scene that I think really beats that. That scene built that movie.
Yeah.
Coming out of
That
the
was
fucking
it.
thing. Oh my god, yeah.
And then they made a second one as if I was gonna watch that.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they had the Japan one, like Ringu or something.
Yeah, no.
Which
no,
and
no
Japan
chance.
takes it to like the 10th
course
level,
they
which
do.
is
It's
fucking
always
crazy.
scary.
Yeah, exactly.
So
man.
I just avoid scary movies at all costs. Now.
Yeah.
I just don't watch them.
Yeah.
I used to be terrified of Chucky. I mean, this is a little bit psychological.
No, Chucky's fucking scary.
Now,
Not the new one. Not the upgraded shit from like 3 years
I'll be honest.
ago.
Like now, I've kind of overcome that fear, but like my stepbrothers used to throw me in a closet and say, "Chucky's gonna get you."
Oh, fuck that.
That ruined my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That explains
lot,
you.
Right? Yeah. Like honestly, fuck scary.
Oh,
movies.
man, that's crazy.
Fuck Chucky too.
But Chucky's Bride, though.
Yeah, I mean, so now at this point, it's kind of a joke. My kids have dolls all over the house.
And she was ugly,
Girl.
dude. Fuck that.
Who was ugly?
Chucky's girlfriend.
What's her name? She's pretty hot, dude. in real life.
Can you pull it up?
What's that girl's name? She.
What the fuck? She was pretty.
It's because
Dude.
it's an actress.
No.
Yes.
It was just a doll, dude.
Yeah, there was a doll, Bride of Chucky, but it was
Bride of Chucky.
Tilly. Jennifer Tilly? No, Jennifer Tilly. Is that her name? I'm pretty sure it's Jennifer Tilly. She's a poker player too.
Oh, really?
Actress and poker player. Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly, yeah.
Boom.
Damn, dude.
I know. Pulled that out of my
Yeah,
ass.
he really liked Chucky.
No, she was pretty sexy. She always played like a slut.
Oh, really?
Or a bimbo in the
Okay,
movies.
okay. Yeah, she looked like the little doll.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, she was that girl, and then she transformed.
Into
he
the
made her into that.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I don't know why. I mean, if I'm Chucky, I'm trying to bang the real
The
Jennifer
Tiffany,
Tilly, not the doll
not the doll.
Jennifer Tilly. That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway, skip all these scary
Yeah,
movies.
sorry.
I have to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, sorry. So, so trip was great, successful, really, great, good time. I did a few runs there, really, really nice scenery. Weather was amazing, so definitely check it out. But I think I told you, fitness-wise, I didn't see any gyms. Didn't see any kind of like commercial gyms, any kind of anything. My hotel had a gym,
Yeah,
the size
standard.
of like,
but the demand for fitness isn't high there, so it's
no.
not like we could go build a gym there anyway.
No,
That's
exactly.
unfortunate because we're always looking to expand
exactly.
new markets, but
yeah, man. But good time, good for diving, good place to take Juliet chess. Yeah.
My next trip, honestly, dude, like ex-family vacation's got to be Egypt.
Oh yes.
I've been putting off seeing the pyramids. We asked ourselves this question recently, and it's like, your 8-year-old self, how would they look at you? Like how far you've come.
Yeah.
And like, hey, you got the house, you got the car,
Correct.
you got all the toys now that you don't even play with.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he would say, "Have you been to the
Egypt.
pyramids?
Oh,
Have
exactly.
you been to the pyramids?"
Yeah. And that's something you looked at.
And then it would be why? Why haven't you gone to the pyramids? If you have the money to go, why haven't you gone?
Exactly.
Why did you go to Disneyland 10 fucking times?
True. Which is probably more expensive.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Like I looked up like
Disneyland.
this place on the Nile. It was like $75 a night.
Oh shit.
Why wouldn't I go?
Yeah.
So I gotta fulfill that little kid's dream.
Nice, dude. Yeah, Egypt is definitely, and I think it's a pretty safe country based off.
Maybe.
Yeah, based off a few things.
Safe-ish.
Yeah, safe-ish. Yeah.
Ish.
But with military, you'll be fine.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I got to get it cleared.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I can't go to China right now.
Yeah,
But
I'll fit in Egypt.
yeah, you'd fit in.
Yeah,
You look.
I'll go with you.
Oh yeah, I can't. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to speak racially
Oh.
to you. I can't tell you. You know what? You wouldn't fit in. You're Indian. You got to be PC from now
Oh
on.
man, but yeah, great
Shout
time.
out Donald Trump.
But
Yeah. So, anyways, back to Guam. Kind of cool the other day. Last week, Alex Castro hit me up.
Yeah.
Out of the blue for him. But in my head, it was like kind of like a universe calling because
Yeah.
I was questioning whether or not I wanted to fight ever again. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because I do. I still have aspirations. I still like to compete, and I did martial arts, man, since I was fucking 10
Yeah,
years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
Why would I just suddenly stop if
Exactly.
I'm physically capable? And so, like, I had this thought in my head, like, man, I need to see if I'm even capable of doing this anymore. So Alex Castro texted me one day, and he's like, hey, man, do you think you can give me some boxing rounds? And I was like, yeah, dude,
course.
that'd be amazing. And then how about Wednesday at the gym?
yeah,
Done.
I
So-
lurked on in, pretending to bring you coffee just so I could watch.
It was funny. But it was funny because he texted me, hey, 5 3-minute boxing rounds.
Yeah,
Done.
Yeah.
He gets there and he's like, hey, how about 7? I was like, we'll see what we got.
Yeah.
I haven't put on gloves in 2 years.
yeah.
Like literally 2 years.
Yeah,
And yeah, everything went smooth. You know, it was good. We ended up doing 8, by the way.
Yeah.
We did 8 3-minute rounds, and it felt good. You know,
Nice,
it
man.
felt good to move around, and it was good to know that like it is like riding a bike. you know?
Yeah.
Once you've done it long enough, it's just like riding
Second
a
nature.
bike. Second nature.
yeah.
And fitness isn't a problem.
Yeah, and
great.
that's the cool thing with martial arts, right? Like you, it's a skill like no one can take away from
Yeah.
you, right? As long as you kind of, like you said, keep in good shape.
Yeah, in shape.
It's gonna come back. It might take a few weeks, right, just to get the fluidity.
Yep.
Right, to get the fluidity going, but you're obviously active. You keep your blood flowing. You do all types of workouts. So putting on gloves was just
Yeah, it was just
felt
another
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy that he was so cool about it. I mean, the thing about Guam is that we don't cross train enough.
Yeah, yeah,
usually you find a gym and you
Yeah.
kind of stick with it. But I'm from the States, and I'm kind of like the world traveler as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Like I've been all over so that I could learn from different people from different
Correct.
walks of life, and having Alex, I mean, who's I don't know how long he's been fighting for.
Yeah.
I know he's like 40-ish.
Yeah.
So he's been fighting a lot longer than most guys have been alive.
Yeah.
When you put it in perspective like that.
Yeah. He's like one of the people that.
He's one of the original.
The
One
original,
of the Guam's
yeah.
originals.
They fighting
You
in
know?
PXE.
Yeah.
And just kind of growing out of that, then going into BKFC
Yeah.
now, right?
Right.
So he's obviously had a few fights there, which is cool, and overall cool guy. Like I see him running sometimes, and
I see him running all the time.
Yeah, actually, I see him
Every
running,
time I
yeah.
drive through
Yeah, I actually see him
I
running,
swear
yeah.
to God,
Yeah.
I see the muscular tattooed guy
Yeah.
running down the street. My
Yeah.
daughter will even point him out. Like Juliet would be like, "Oh, there's Alex."
Oh, really?
There's Alex, of course.
Hey, one guy fully tatted up, and then there's me with the long sleeve.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like complete
yeah.
polar opposites. Yeah,
But no, he's
except he's got a better BMW than you do. Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
for FYI. It's just because it's a
It's 1 year
2020,
newer.
25.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
think
and I
of all
barely
the
drive mine.
think of all the upgrades that his has that yours doesn't.
I think he just has a nicer drink holder.
Oh, that's not true. I bet you it has like the C charger, and you still got a USB.
I don't know.
You don't even know.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know. No, yeah,
exactly.
you're right. Could be.
Exactly. I couldn't charge my phone in your car.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. Yeah.
So- I want to go for a ride with Alex now.
Exactly.
I want to drive with you. What for? Oh, can't charge my
You
phone.
can't charge my phone.
Ah,
Fuck that. Yeah.
You miss me with that shit.
But it was cool to see him, and fun. And he had some good
It's
footage.
cool that, at his age, I don't know how old he is exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to guess because
Yeah.
I'll be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's cool that at his age, he could still do the things.
Yeah, for sure.
He's one of the guys that, you have to shut up because you're not too old for this shit. That is the
Yeah.
excuse people use so often.
And he's kind of like you. He just stays in shape all year round.
Yeah, right.
He's
lifestyle.
working out. Yeah, that's his thing, right? Like he obviously owns a business, but he also, and he owns a gym, runs a gym.
Yeah.
And he just finds a way to keep himself in shape, like yourself. Like, it's like he has his own time to do his thing.
Right.
So
he's still chasing
yeah,
something.
exactly.
I feel like it's like these guys, they hit their peak in high school and they don't chase anything else, and then they're done.
Exactly.
And of course they're going to get old fast. If
Yeah.
you're not doing anything,
There's no
past
competition.
18,
Yeah,
there's no competition in your heart. You lost all the fire. Now you're just chasing money, and then you're drinking beers on the weekend to, wash away the sadness.
Yeah.
No,
I never want to be that way, and it's sad to see because a lot of wasted talent. I guess wasted too quickly, right?
Of course, it's a waste of talent. Is exactly what I mean, because there's so much potential in people.
Absolutely.
They always talk about it. Like the graveyard is full of wasted talent, potential, and ideas.
Yeah. And you see these guys like fighting in UFC that are still at their 40s, and if they can't compete there anymore, they try to sign for like another fight league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When you hit 40 and that's all you had was, if
fighting.
you just fighting, you're in trouble. That's when it gets sad.
Because some of these guys do invest in things, but some don't, right?
Right.
And then they got to find another league to fight in, and it's.
Right.
Then it just seems like downhill from there.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah.
And good thing for Alex, he's an entrepreneur.
He has other things going on.
He's
Like
got
yourself.
other things going besides the bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah. So it was cool to see him at Steel. He was obviously really cool.
Yeah. And cool. He
called me the N-word.
Did he?
Yeah, but
you got the black card.
I got the black card. Yeah. Alex, thank you. Call me the N-word, but with a A at the end.
Speaking of, funny story. Yesterday, lady comes up to me and she goes, "Are you closed tomorrow?" And I was like, "Why would I be closed tomorrow?" It's funny because I've never closed for any holidays.
Yeah.
We work out on Thanksgiving and
Juneteenth?
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And she's like, "But it's Juneteenth." And I was like, I stare at her for a second, and Ken. So I had to call Ken over. Like, Ken, why would we close tomorrow? And he's like, "Oh, it's Juneteenth. It's a new thing, so I don't expect you to know all." He's kind of explaining it to me, and then I'm like, "Okay, so are we closed tomorrow? What's the politically correct answer here? Are we closing the gym tomorrow?" And he's like, "Well, I'm on shift, and I would like to work." And I was like,
shit!
Great,
my friend.
Yeah. But truthfully, I stay open, and not because of the customers, because we have that 24/7 code. People will work out on their own. They can't. They can't blame me if I close.
Yeah,
because if I
technically
close,
open.
Because if I close, all it means is there won't be staff
fucking
there.
Class, yeah.
But I don't close or on holidays because I know staff needs money.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like, hey man, do you want to work on Juneteenth?
Yeah.
It's up to you. Because if you want the day off, you got it.
Yeah.
I will gladly give it to you.
Correct.
And it'll save me money.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm like, hey, do you want to work? If not, cool.
Yeah. And Ken's a go-getter. He's always trying to work.
Ken hustles more than anybody else.
And he had a feather in his cap the other day.
Oh, dude.
That was awesome.
He's on another level. I like him a lot.
He's great. Ken is cool.
He's been a great addition to Steel, and his work ethic is phenomenal.
For sure.
Really happy to have him around. And he's got all these ideas.
It's crazy.
That's where I'm like, man, you're a closer. You're the guy.
Yeah.
He's bringing me ideas. And, like, sometimes I shoot them down completely.
Yeah.
Like, the other day, it was the funniest thing. He goes, "Bro, what would be great here is a trampoline park like Sky Zone." So I sent him the Guam Sky Zone IG.
Yeah.
Closed.
Holy shit, that was fun.
It was so funny.
Hey, how was it? Have you been there with the kids?
Yeah, it's closed.
How was it though?
It was amazing.
Oh shit! It
but,
always looked cool.
It was mismanaged, of course.
I was too fat to go when I was open.
Shut up. That's why you didn't go.
Huh? I went. Oh shit! Sorry, Don.
God, you're so.
Don, I'm sorry.
How many opportunities have you missed because you were chubby?
I think it was just insecurities.
Insecurities.
Like I'm gonna just point something out. Like, Don, you're awesome, and he actually shouted to Don. He's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But he's just really confident.
Yeah.
He's just I admire that, man.
Don, you got a big dick. Is that why? I compensate. You compensate? Okay.
He's just a really Don is a really confident guy. I met him through Ben, and just a lot of confidence. And sometimes I just there's a lot of people we talk about. We're like, what the fuck? How did he? I don't want to mention names, but we're like, how did he do that? Why did he?
What do you mean? Tell me more. I don't understand. What are we talking about?
There's a guy that makes videos, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? That
a guy that makes videos?
Like funny videos.
Okay.
Bush cutting.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Comments on your story sometimes and like someone says some dumb shit about me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
To see it.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's so confident.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah. Some people just have it and it's crazy. Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, if I like honestly, I would trade a lot of talent for like a couple more inches on my dick. Like being average is cool and all, but I mean, it'd be just cool to have like a 9-inch every once
That's
in a
true.
while, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it just gives you this feeling of like.
have you seen the video? You'll have to pull this up. Where the guy is doing tricep extensions.
Oh yeah.
And the guy's swinging dick in the background. It's like a pendulum.
It's
and
crazy.
You're just like, wow, that's incredible.
How'd you get that? And why do you have it?
Yeah. So you just reminded me of a story. I'm sitting in the UFC gym, Hawaii.
Yeah.
We're cutting weight.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on the bench cooling off, out of the sauna. This black guy walks by, old black guy, 60 years old. And I see, like, I'm looking at the floor. I'm not kidding. I'm looking at the floor, like where his knees would be. And it's hitting his kneecap. And I'm like, how did that even happen? It was just so goddamn impressive. Yeah.
Well,
I wanted to give him a fist bump.
That's the gayest thing I've ever heard him say.
Wow. I'm just admiring his anatomy.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. I wanted to give him a fist bump and ask him, like, what's that like?
Yeah, like how does
Like,
holy shit.
Like you dove into
Sure,
a bunch of water with sharks.
Yeah.
That's really cool. How did you do that?
Like,
hey, how does it feel to have a 12-inch dick?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, in my opinion. I'm just a curious guy.
No.
I want to know how the world works.
Dude. It's wait, how do we?
Does your wife complain?
How did?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Does it hurt?
Does it hurt her?
Yeah.
Does it still feel good? Can you even get that thing up?
Exactly. And
that's like a whole arm.
How does she leave you? And like, where do you go after that? You know what I mean?
You mean the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. She's staying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We got way off topic. I'm sorry,
talking about dicks and stuff.
So, shout out. Thank you, Alex, for the sparring session. You've reinvigorated my need to fulfill the fighting engagements.
Yeah.
I need to get back in the cage soon.
Very cool, man.
Okay, and then we have a couple things coming up before we wrap up. You have a trip to Thailand for a wedding.
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to which you were supposed to go with me too, but fortunately you can't. It was my cousin's getting married, so she's having a big 5-day Indian wedding.
5-day Indian wedding. Okay. Just real quick question. I think this would be cool. Is she riding to the altar on an elephant?
On a horse.
Oh my gosh, she's awesome.
On a fucking horse,
like on a white stallion. Oh.
They just picked it up. I think they're getting it like tomorrow or something.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, and in Thailand you can't. The horses there apparently are scared of noise.
Yeah.
So they had to get one. They're
not war horses.
Yeah, they had to get one from like out of town.
Okay.
And like it's it's a big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she'll be doing that. I'll see her walk in.
Is this the same lady that has a Mercedes for her dog?
Her cousin.
Oh God. I'm so envious of that.
Oh man, it's insane. So it's a 3-day wedding, three-day functions in Bangkok, and then we're going to the resort. Like, so they, kind of bought out the whole resort, bungalows and all that stuff. So just it's crazy because at Indian weddings, when you go in, it's different cuisines. Okay, so there's a Japanese area, there's an Indian area, there's another cuisine, Korean. There's all different types of food, but every 2-3 hours, the food changes. So like
all these people are cooking at the same time and they're changing foods at the same time.
No, so like they leave that food out for like 3 hours. Yeah, come back later.
That's what I'm saying.
Different cuisine.
So you're saying the Japanese and the Korean are cooking at the same time. They're making
one person's making sushi. One person's making chicken curry. I'm not even kidding. It's crazy. I mean,
and then they're going to change it in a couple hours.
They're going to change it in like 2-3 hours.
And they're going to make something different.
Yeah, and at the end, it's bar food. So like at 1 a.m. after, it's like French fries, chicken nuggets, pad thai, all street food.
Yeah.
And then there's one party where all my cousins' favorite restaurants in Thailand, they all came to the resort, set up tents, and they had her favorite food served.
Did you find out if the dog is single yet?
I did.
That's wild.
Dude, it's insane.
That's so cool.
It's like going to a concert.
Yeah. Speaking of concert, tell me about there's got to be a band of some sort.
Yeah, they're gonna have some Indian, some well-known Indian people coming through and singing. And
there was like an Indian recently that hired like
Justin Bieber or something, or Rihanna.
Hired Rihanna for the wedding.
The richest Indian guy in the world. What's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, so is your?
Oh, not anywhere near
like that.
Nothing
Not
near
even
that.
like a sing along type person, like
no.
like a cover band. You know?
No.
You know, if I get married again, if I renew my vows, there's.
Ambani, the Indian guy's name is Ambani, by the way.
Okay, yeah. He's bad. I've been to the outskirts of his house.
Oh yeah,
in the
slums. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Imagine you build a skyscraper, penthouse box mansion,
just looking over the slums,
right in the middle of a slum.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a nice big fuck you to everybody.
Yep. Yeah. So it's kind of one of those. So just really nice. A lot of food, a lot of dancing. I have to dance.
What kind of dance?
I don't know. I got to learn it when I get there on Monday or Sunday.
I mean, I haven't watched too much like Bollywood.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest Slumdog Millionaire, of course. Yeah. I think that was a great movie.
Oh, amazing, the best.
But yeah, I mean, like something like that would be cool. Like Jai Ho.
Something like that. It's gonna be
so
like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
Turbans every day. I got like 10 different outfits I got to wear, change every time. So yeah, man.
I'm so envious of you. I think that is so rad.
I had to get the clothes made, measured. It was a pain in the ass, but a lot of my stuff, because I have to wear like different colored turbans when I go.
Yeah.
So like, it's just crazy, man. It's just nonstop partying, nonstop dinners, nonstop. They even do a cool one is the turmeric one, where the boy and the girl sit down in like a turmeric pot, and then the family members come with turmeric and they get to smear it all over their face, and like and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Why would they do that?
It's like a culture thing. So like on my cousins, right? My cousin who got married, he was a male. 2 years ago, like on his, like I took turmeric and I slapped his face.
You slapped him?
You can't do anything about it, It's just fun. You can't do shit. It's like, yeah, and then just different culture, I guess.
That's phenomenal.
Cool. Yeah, it's fun, man. But I have to say, the thing about this is the amount of food, and like it's not just shit food. It's like
the best.
It's the best of the best. The lights are the best. The pool is I couldn't even. My dad is a very he critiques a lot of things. He even said like the last wedding I went to, my cousin's, the one with the dog.
Yeah.
He's like, it was flawless. I
you
couldn't
can't
say
wrong.
anything.
Wow.
There's nothing I can say that was wrong. It was like to the point where like the air was nice, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like they perfume the air.
Exactly.
Wow.
Everything was.
They put pheromones into the
dude,
air. Delicious.
They brought the church to the beach. So imagine having a big Indian altar.
Yeah.
Right outside of the beach,
Oh,
and each place had its own venue. They pick a hotel that has different venues, so every area has.
Everybody Sikh?
No. There's a few people from Guam going to this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so like my auntie, she went to academy, so some of her girlfriends are flying out.
The people that are getting married, are they Hindu?
No, they're Sikh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad's sister.
Got it.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man, really cool. Just, I hope you get to experience it one day.
Yeah,
I just want to get
Maybe
married.
My second wife. I'm just kidding. I won't get married again. But maybe Juliet. God, if she could just meet like an Indian prince.
Juliet,
so
dude, it would be. It's over.
I know, because it's frustrating. Like coming from my standpoint, like I haven't hit my ceiling as far as wealth goes, but like I'm never gonna hit that degree of wealth. Whereas my kids,
because that's old money coming in. You've obviously done well for yourself.
Cool. I'm a rich for my age guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm brushing the ceiling though.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's not too much more. Let's face it. Like unless I hit the lottery, I'm not gonna be a Thai mansion owning Slumdog Millionaire wedding guy.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. So the best I could hope for is that my daughters carry forth the business, they
Correct.
expand, and then maybe their kids get those weddings.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Or they take the back door, which is marrying one of your rich cousins.
Actually, it's I only have one. Oh no, I have two. Sorry, yeah, he's still single, I think.
Yeah, and your sister's popping out daughters too. So it's not like we can marry him the back. Like I don't have a son. So.
Yeah. But yeah, man, really amazing experience. I mean, stressful with the clothes and everything, but dude, Indians just master weddings. Like you know me, I bitch about a lot of things. I can't say anything bad. It just cool experience. So looking forward to talking about it on the next one, and obviously I'll send you some cool pics. But yeah, dude, you did Pilates.
Oh yeah. My day was so amazing.
Oh, yes.
Today. It was one of those days where this is terrible. Like this is not David Goggins style at all.
Yeah.
I woke up.
Where'd you go though, by the way?
BX Body Pilates.
Oh, Mieko.
Yeah. That was my coach.
Yeah.
Fantastic coach, by the way. She was very beginner friendly.
Good.
She said, "I know you lift weights, but today's going to be very hard for you." She kept adjusting. I don't know what the bench is called. The ladies kept saying the name of it in my class because all the
Don,
students.
can you find that? We got to know that. We should know.
It's like a board.
And then with the ropes and shit,
there's
right?
ropes and shit all over it and coils.
Yeah.
But the girls at Steel, they always talk about Pilates.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. So I
saw you talking to Sheila about it.
Sheila, tell me about it. What is it? And her explanation wasn't exactly. It wasn't informative enough. I mean, like obviously, if you don't know the source material.
Yeah.
Reformer. Yeah.
Okay.
The reformer bench.
Yeah.
It's a cool contraption. So, honestly, it felt like yoga, but more stressful.
Got it. You said your heart rate was about 100 at the max, right?
Okay, the heart rate, it never spiked or anything. It felt like yoga with a lot more resistance.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll be honest, my butt cheeks are really, really sore right now. I felt it.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, you can go deeper if you want. And I was like, I'm about as deep as I want to go into this position. And then there was one time where, I put my hands on the bench, and she told me to put one foot on behind me, and then my knee was on the bench, and she was like, okay, you can raise the other foot now to challenge yourself more. And I was like, I'm plenty challenged. I'm good.
Yeah.
This is my max deadlift. Leave me alone. So anyway, great coach though. She was very understanding, and she was able to spread her attention across the room, which I find a rarity. A lot of times people will just explain. It's like the whiteboard. They'll read their whiteboard and they'll walk away and good luck everybody.
And then I'll rest for the minute.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. They'll go check their phones or something. Nothing drives me more nuts than a coach that reads the whiteboard to me like I'm in kindergarten. And then does a half-ass warm-up, walks away, looks at their phone.
Yeah.
You're not coaching. You are reading.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But, good coach.
Nice.
I'll definitely go back, but it won't be often.
Yeah.
I would treat it like rock climbing almost. It's a rarity.
Yeah.
I think that Steel Fit, honestly, is a really well-rounded package for anybody preparing for anything. I'm not even shouting my gym out. I'm just saying.
No, for sure.
I like the program that I'm doing. It's tried and true based on myself.
And the best thing is that it's upgraded on the Facebook page, almost a week before we do it. So it's just prepares you, right? And I guess sometimes it could shy someone away, but I think most people want to know what they're getting to. So it's cool that you do advertise that, especially for people that are new to CrossFit or any the Tuesday, Thursday Steel Sweat, right?
Funny story. This morning at about 8:00, Chess calls me and says, "Hey, you didn't post the workout for
Actually,
today."
I noticed that,
and I panicked and I ran to the gym and I wrote down everything I wanted to do. That day.
That was the
workout. Today.
It was the partner.
Yeah, it was the partner workout. Hang on, I'll get to that. That's the best part. So after Pilates, I met you. At. By the way, I'm not knocking Pilates. That's not what I was trying to get. I'm sorry. I think that people should do Pilates, especially help with their mobility and their stability, because there's a lot of stability. Core movements. I think it's a good active recovery workout. I wouldn't do it every day though. It'd be a good supplemental thing, just like yoga.
But definitely Miyoko's the best. One of the all-time.
She is.
She's the
really,
best in Guam,
really
I think.
badass coach that very informative about what we were doing and very attentive to everybody in the class.
Awesome.
But anyway, so after I met you at Leo Palace and we kind of ran through the High Rocks workout that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And then I got back to the gym and I noticed there was a new guy signing up. And I was like, hey, man, are you doing class today? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, have you done a lot of CrossFit? And he was like, yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. Perfect. You're going to be my partner today. So the workout was very straightforward. It was 40, 30, 20, 10 with a 400-meter run between. There was deadlifts that increased in weight. There was toes to bar, echo bike, and rower.
Yeah.
And at the end, after all that, you run a lap. So it was basically you run a mile total.
Yeah.
You do a ton of deadlifts, echo bike, all the things. And we fucking crushed it. It was a 40-minute time cap. We finished it in 28 minutes. And then after you finish the last run, it's climb to a heavy deadlift for the day.
Oh, shit.
And I haven't deadlifted in
a long time
since I've been back, you know. Yeah. And I did 405 for 5, and I felt really good. I mean, I probably could have went up in weight, but I didn't want to risk anything.
Yeah,
I mean, I know my body now, so 405 for 5 is plenty after a workout.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, cool dude for hanging on there with me. Like,
nice.
I mean, I told him like we're gonna go real fast today.
Yeah,
so,
military.
You know, he must be military. He's here till November. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Essentially,
nice.
yes.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
So it was a good workout. I compared my strain to my Pilates class. Obviously, the strain was higher in Steel Fit because there's not a whole lot of heart raising in Pilates. So anyway, I came home, recovered. And then I told myself, you know what? I'm going to do that workout again tonight, but I'm going to partner up with a female, and I'm going to do, instead of doing deadlifts, I'm going to do the female weight, but I'm going to do power cleans instead.
Oh, nice.
So I partnered up with Vivian, and before
she's doing the High Rocks.
Yeah, she is doing the High Rocks. She told me that her deadlift 1 rep max was 225. And I was like, I don't think so. The highest weight for females today was 205 for the deadlift for a set of 10. And I was like, I think you can do more than that. So we crushed the workout. I told everybody in class, I'm going to wreck you guys. And they all laughed. Yeah. And then sure enough, we wrecked them. Yeah. We were almost as fast as I was this morning. It was 30 minutes instead of 28.
Okay.
And then, so we slapped 225 on the bar like she said it was. And she hit it with ease, you know. I cleaned it. It was funny.
Yeah.
And then I kept adding 15 pounds at a time. So she hit 225, 240, 255. And then for the last set, I did 275.
Nice.
And she ripped it up. But the funny part is that I didn't tell her what we were lifting the whole time.
She just
had a 50-pound PR without even trying. And that wasn't even it.
She was probably scared, like, fuck, I can't fuck this up and partner with JJ. So
probably, but I mean, that's the stimulus I love about Steel is that you're never working out by yourself.
Correct.
If you are, you're retarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just would be so stupid.
Sometimes I'm alone.
Huh?
Sometimes I'm alone in the morning.
No, I just
you're there,
like, but you have guidance there. You're never alone.
Yeah. Like, I'm messing with you.
Somebody is always gonna be there to like help you. Like if you just go into a gym and like, oh, I'm just gonna hit some biceps and I'm gonna bounce. Well, wait, that does sound like you actually. But I mean, like we write the program, and
definitely.
even if you can't make it to a class, there's going to be Joe is always there,
scratching his beard, making sure your form's right,
and making sure your form is right. No repping you,
repping your
making
ass.
sure your form is good, giving you suggestions on how to tackle the workout because fitness is honestly our passion. We love this shit.
It's awesome.
I love doing it. I love coaching it. I love being it, man. It's just. It's a great place. I mean, it's the vibe.
It's the best.
It's just the vibe. That's what I love about the gym.
Like you said, even though you're not working out with someone physically, there's just someone around it. Like sometimes, like in the morning,
a push, right?
Yeah. Like usually it's you and I, or like if later in the day it's Jose, right? But like even though I'm not doing their CrossFit work and I'm doing something else, it's still the push of like someone being there and we're doing something together.
Yeah, you know what else I like is that like there's not a whole lot of toxicity in the gym.
No.
I mean there has been in the past, but it's not like oh man, I hope you fail.
Yeah,
You know, I hate that the frenemies shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
none of that shit.
I genuinely want you to succeed.
Yeah, of course. Always.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if you don't listen to me, I want you to succeed.
I will start listening to you for Korea.
I can't wait. But
I'm gonna do everything you say.
Like legit, like I want you to do the best you possibly
Thanks,
can.
man. Yeah, I know both of us. You know, it's like if you're good at something, then I get better at it. And you know, it's just like we feed off each other, right? Like we both want to be badass in everything we do, so that way, like, it's cool. You know? Yeah.
I just noticed something about you. Your cauliflower is like solid now.
Oh,
like,
dude, it's big.
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's
one
big.
rolling session later, and you have like cauliflower that guys dream about.
Yeah,
having.
dude, it's big, dude.
That's so wild. Is that what she said? Sorry.
But yeah.
All right. I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
We have a lot of shit coming up that
Correct.
I'm really excited to dive into, but we got to save it for the next episode.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And then thank you to Don for helping us out.
And thank you to Bick. Just everything that you do for us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.